is so much.
We're a little bit ahead, so.
All right, Jack one's gonna kill all the time that previous runners.
I apply changes. That work? I don't know. Force refresh.
Oh yeah, well, looks like it on stream.
I don't know if it fixed it. If it fixed it,
it's an uncapitalized I now.
It is?
Yeah,
Alright.
it is. Well,
then,
it is for me.
count down whenever you're ready to go.
Alright, give me a second. Just gotta open the splits here and then we're good to go.
Look at this guy ruining my marathon.
I'm sorry. Alright. Well, see, this is a real mess to set up and everything. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
You good?
No, give me a second. Jeez.
You said alright, man. What is this?
Can I say alright now?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm good to go. Do you want me to do the countdown?
Right, countdown. No, I don't do it.
Alright. Wait, wait, are you gonna do the countdown or what?
You do the countdown.
Alright,
say
so
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, on go we're gonna start, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just making sure we're on the same page here.
Alright.
Alright. Well, 3, 2, 1, go.
You're off.
Damn. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Boomer, and today I'll be showing you the beauty of this game, which is Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, and I'll be doing a no LTS run. So yeah, sit back, get yourself something to drink, possibly some food too, and enjoy the stream. So we're gonna be doing the variant that doesn't use LTS, since in case you've watched people who actually pull off LTS themselves, they put a lot of practice into that, and it's not as easy as they make it seem. So
Glad.
Yeah.
Your mic is peaking again a little bit.
All right. I can't fix that right now. I can only put my mic a little bit back, I guess.
Just don't yell. You're safe.
Well, I wasn't trying. I wasn't trying.
It's okay. Play your video game.
I am. So this is the first level right here. It's called Geyser Rock, and in that we just gotta do like a little training. Because Daxter unfortunately fell into Dark Eco, and he turned into this little Otzel type of thingy. That's actually what he's called, or what it's called. It's an Otzel. Alright. So yeah. Here's the first cutscene. Sit back. It's like it's a minute to chill right at the start. It's pretty nice.
No problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine. Adventure.
It has charm.
And while you're out adventuring,
Oh
why
god.
don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco collectors are clogged up again. Head
Oh,
out to the far
it
side.
actually, hold on a second. I'm very afraid to touch my cables, but I will for a second, so watch out.
Now, all of you.
Alright, might work a little bit better now.
Out of here.
Shouldn't be any more peeking now. So since Samus told us to get out of here, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna make our way through a set route that's been around for quite the time actually. Small changes here and there, but yeah, the route stayed the same pretty much. Fastest way to travel in this game is rolling and punching, so you'll be seeing a combination of those two. It's mainly for spacing, because all the time, like you can't roll jump all the time, since unfortunately you will bonk into stuff. Bonking meaning that you'll just get stuck at something. You know, it's gonna slow you down. So for spacing reasons, I'll be doing a variant between those two. So here comes the Forbidden Jungle. That's the first area we go into.
What do you have in the basket?
And here's the fisherman.
Talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig. And now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power.
Oh god. And so this mini game, it's actually a mini game, is RNG. You can't do much about it, but I have heard that there is some way to manipulate it. It's a bit silly though, it loses you time in a run if you were to do it. So you just gotta hope for good RNG basically.
If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from
Oh my god, Screwsy, please.
There are poisonous
Yes.
eels in this river. Catch even a one of them boogers.
I haven't figured out the
you'll
peaking.
poison the whole darn catch.
I gotta make sure that, you know, I fix that somehow. What's funny, by the way, the very first fish always goes into your net, unless you move your stick. So if you keep your analog sticks like the way it is at the start of fish, the first fish will always go into it. And a single one is worth 5, or rather these green the green ones are worth 1 and the golden ones are worth 5. So we gotta get 200 and gotta hope for a lot of golds. Lot of golds. Alright, so that's pretty okay so far. So the next phase that's coming up is the so-called eel phase, and Easy, the one that's in chat right now, made a bet earlier, or put an estimate up of 151 getting into eels, and I have a 144, so it's what people like to do when they see this game. They just guess what the runner's gonna get before eel phase. That's a bad eel phase, because usually you can get some fish in that as well, but I didn't get anything at all. But here comes a big one, so we should be fine.
Hold steady.
All right, Urino.
You did it.
That's pretty bad fish, unfortunately.
100 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised, and you can use my boat at the village dock.
Well, I can lower the mic. That wouldn't be a problem, but I feel like it's still gonna peak. I can lower the mic, but I feel like it's still gonna peak, so can't do much about it. Please excuse any issues with audio. I recently switched my PC. I have a new main board and everything, and like I just built it yesterday. Don't want to name any companies here, but yeah. Unfortunately my sound card doesn't work anymore, since it's an outdated slot that I was using beforehand. So yeah, rip the quality a bit. Sorry about that. So now that we have done fish, we can actually go to a place called Misty Island. That's if we have had watched the cutscene, then you would know what that is. But Misty Island is the place where Daxter falls into the Dark Eco, and we now are able to go back there, get some energy cells, power cells. In case I haven't talked about that just yet, those little things I'm collecting are called orbs, and there are some sort of currency. I guess that's the best thing to compare it to. And now we use them to buy these power cells, which will then let us go through, you know, requirements type of thing. So, for instance, to get out of the so-called hub 1 that we're in right now, we gotta have 20 power cells. We will be getting 28 because early on getting cells is faster than getting ones from the later levels. Alright, so here comes the first boss of the game type of thing. It's not, we're not there just yet, but it's about to be up. There's actually a small meme category called reverse boss order, and you were to finish this boss as last. Although this boss is completely optional, you don't need to do it at all. Alright. I'm gonna see it in just a second. Oops. Alright. So Blue Eco, the thing that I just picked up, that's why I'm lighting so blue, is making me go fast, it's making me run faster. So that's pretty helpful at times. It also lets me pick up orbs pretty fast. Alright, so this is the plant boss. Here he is. He spawns these little creatures. It's kind of annoying, but, you know, what do you do? Hit him in the face, and that's how you beat him, basically. Alright. So, you gotta make sure you're on 1 health here. And with that, we'll be doing a little death warp. It saves... yeah, probably like, I want to say like 10 seconds, but it's pretty convenient. We're going to be getting the last power cell for this area by grabbing something called Scout Fly, a Scout Fly. If you collect 7 of them, you get a free power cell. And here's the last for this area. So we got that. And here's the little death warp. Jump into the water, kill Jack. And the fisherman laughs at us for that, probably. And then right here, we do a little save warp. We save and load up Sandover. Although we were kind of technically still in Forbidden Jungle, if you turn the camera towards Sandover, it's gonna, you know, take you there, actually. It's kind of cool. And here we now use the boat that the fisherman promised us. Yeah, that's Misty Island. Here we are. Island's a bit tricky. And I hear from a lot of casuals that they're having a lot of trouble catching a little creature called Muse. And you'll see it in just a second. Alright, so here she is. And if you're fast, you can get her like that very easily. If you played this casually, she probably was a lot of trouble to you. Alright. Some weird movement, but sure. So once more. Oops, more Blue Eco. Messed up the movement there, but shouldn't be too bad. Can back this up easily. There is an arena fight down to our right that I'm basically skipping right now. The cell that I would be getting is very slow. And again, there are faster cells to get. And the route I'm currently using gets almost all the fastest cells for the route that we're using. For the no LTS route. In case you're wondering what LTS means, it stands for Lava Tube Skip. Guitar found a way to actually skip through the entirety of Lava Tube. But to do that, you gotta go through a part of it. And that's very tricky, actually. Guitar's a glitch hunter. It's pretty known for Lava Tube Skip by now, I think. In case you haven't heard of him just yet, well, I guess here's your shout out. And go check out what he did to this game. Alright. So this area I don't like too much, but if you're doing runs of it, you gotta get used to it at some point. Like, you know, it's just part of the run. Can't really do much about it. And here we have to get a cycle of these balloon guys. Got the first one right there. Gotta get the scout fly. And make sure we kill this guy as well. Because if we get them right here, this allows us to skip some of them on the zoomer, which ultimately turns out to be faster. Alright, it's another scout fly. Power cell. Basically lying around free. Just pick that up. And let's kill all the remaining lurkers. The boomer zoomer. Alright, so we have 16 now. And we'll be getting another one and then we're gonna leave. Actually, 2 more and then we're gonna leave this place because we don't want to stay here any longer. Oops, nice bonk. So here's the last scout fly for this area. And in the far, you were able to see the the last scout fly, the last power cell that we're going to get. And I'll be making my way there now. So right here, you have to do something that's called a boosted. And you can do uppercuts in this game. And if you do them off of ledges while you're walking, you can gain a lot of distance with them. And that's what I just did. I'll do another one right here just to demonstrate. There you go. That's what they look like. They're a bit different from normal uppercuts, and they save a bit of time in a lot of spots. Exactly. You fly away with that thing. It's pretty cool. Very useful in runs. Matt has, that's exactly what you're doing. You know how I'm collecting all of these power cells? You need 72 in order to enter lava tube. But there is a way to skip that requirement. And you do that by doing lava tube skip. You get to the second, or you get to the second checkpoint in lava tube without having the requirement, and that allows you to skip the entirety of the, well, basically second hub and third hub as well. All you have to do is get 20 power cells in hub 1. I can try and explain it later if you like. And yeah, the skip basically saves half an hour off of this route. The current world record for this is a 56, for this route specifically. The no LTS route is by Outrageous Josh, and it's a 56:24, I think. And the lava tube skip route is about, I think, 32 minutes faster. And that has almost perfect execution. There's barely anything that you can improve on it. Alright, there we go. Thank you, Easy. Record seems to be a 24:40. I don't know the records top of my head. Hope that's okay. There's actually fire cane and skip too. You know how we're collecting 20, or how I said earlier that we're collecting 20 power cells for the fire canyon for the zoomer. You can skip that as well, but it's actually pretty insane, and there's only one person to pull it off so far, and that was only on emulator using a lot of save states. which was Bobby Kazi, in case you heard of him. He's a glitch hunter for pretty much the entire Jack series. In case you were wondering what I was doing right there, these little birds that I just scared, they actually give you a power cell for whatever reason. If you scare them 3 times, they fly away, and this happens. The rock falls down and reveals a power cell. It's pretty cool. It's another fast cell. And what's also cool, you know how you would usually catch this pelican right here? In case you're wondering why he's gone, remember how I turned that turret earlier and shot with it? We can actually kill the pelican with it. It's pretty neat. Also, I went up the tower the way, or a way you're not supposed to go it up. Also saves you a bit of time. You're supposed to pick up this blue eco and do a couple of jumps, but you can completely skip that by just climbing it up on the exterior. Haha. Nope. Ground pounding's hard. Alright, so we have 23 power cells now, I think. Should be. Yep. We're almost done with this area too. So once more blue eco, giving you some light speed. If you're entering the second hub of the game, or whatever we consider second hub, as you pass the first cell requirement of 20 cells, yeah, you're entering the next hub, as we like to call. I just completely forgot where I wanted to go with this, so just ignore what I said.
It thinks you're its mama.
Oh, yeah. As soon as we enter the second hub, we have to have 240 power cell orbs, because those we will trade in for 2 power cells. That's what I wanted to say. Alright, so that right there was the bird lady. Love her. She's my waifu. At least for this route, for this run. There's someone else I really enjoy, called the Mole Lady. She's taking care of the molds in Hub 2. And I like her the most, but she's, we're not gonna see her this run. Not gonna talk to her, at least. We're gonna see her, we're not gonna talk to her. Alright, gonna be doing a quick load warp here. And that takes us back to the start of the beach. And since we saved the muse earlier, we're gonna turn it in.
Oh, the muse! You saved her!
Craigasm, save the muse.
Here, take this power cell. I won't need it now that I have my inspiration back.
Alright. So we're ready to leave, actually. That's hub 1 almost. Just have to get one more scout fly, which we will do right here. It's the last one. And here's Fire Canyon.
Great! You have the 20 cells needed to power my heat shield. Now be careful.
Also, everyone hates her voice because of the voice crack she has.
So try to keep her cool. Flying over open lava will definitely heat you up fast. Hit 500 degrees
And it's over.
Over? Like burning molten metal over?
The fire
Alright, she's a lot of people actually like her.
to keep you off the hot ground.
I think her English voice is terrible though. It's very annoying.
The shield's temperature quickly. Oh, and when you get across, Don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the Blue Sage's lab. Then we'll be able to teleport over and meet you. Good luck!
Alright, so now that we have the zoomer, we can actually go through Fire Canyon. And we will be collecting some power cells as well. And some orbs too. And also blue eco. What's funny about this, although my blue eco ran out already, if you hold down X the entire time, as soon as you got it, you can keep your eco after release. Well, after replenishing, basically. Alright, almost missed that scout fly. It would have been terrible. Would have needed to go back. Alright. It's getting a bit weird, but sure. Not too bad. And that's Fire Canyon, and welcome to Hub 2. And this is where we're gonna abuse one of the skips that allows lava tube. Or not lava tube, what is it? It's not even that. There's something called a pause buffer, which I just did right there. If you hit start and R2 or L2, you can trick the game into thinking you paused. And but by having the HUD open like that, the game actually can pause. Just not able to, since the HUD is like blocking it. So we just did that, and that skipped the cutscene that's about a minute long. It's pretty nice. Alright, so this is the dude that I talked about earlier. This is what we need the 240 precursor orbs for.
For each power cell I contain. Here is another power cell for your quest.
Alright, so got him. That's numero uno.
For your sacrifice, I offer you a power cell.
And number 2. So we're gonna now head into Precursor Basin. We're gonna be using another zoomer to finish this area. This one is pretty chill part of the run. There's not too much you can fuck up. Just gotta make sure you get all the scout flies. There's a little jump you can do right there. Kind of low on orbs right now, so I gotta make sure I pick up some more. Missed a box earlier. Actually wanted to go back for the box, but decided against it, you know. And if you go over these boxes right here, they give you a lot of orbs. These metal boxes. Another scout fly. All right. Oop. You can get stuck there like that. Kind of annoying, but it happens. Alright, gotcha. When I was starting out running this, I missed this cell a lot. You have to like jump properly to get it, and if you don't do that, you lose a lot of time. Because you have to go all the way back again. And this is a very infamous part right here. This is the plants mission, unquote mission. You gotta destroy those plants by driving over them and using your green eco. And you can get a 1 cycle for this. Doesn't look like I will. No, barely missed it. Gotta go back, get more green eco. Then we're gonna kill those plants. You know, they aren't good milk. They gotta go. They're filled with dark eco. Dark Eco plants are no good in this game. Anything Dark Eco is pretty bad, so kind of want to get rid of it. Alright, so we're done with Basin. And now we're gonna go into Precursor City. Lost Precursor City, to be precise. Alright. That blue eco right there, I tried to use to open up an eco vent. There are some things that only activate if you have blue eco. Again, there are these vents that you can open up with blue eco. I unfortunately messed that up a bit though, which is fine. You can back those up later, basically. So right here, I'm turning my camera away from the HUD. The thing that we skipped the cutscene in earlier. And if I were to hit or if I were to turn my camera towards it, actually, you might face my camera away. Wait, hold on. If my camera hits that thing, I actually have to watch the cutscene. So you can trigger the thing from outside. It's kind of funny. The cutscene triggers like a sphere, basically. It's around the HUD. And if you go in it with the camera, it triggers it. I don't know exactly how it's lost, if you can go there. It's kind of weird, but I guess. I don't know what the people were thinking who made this. All right. Seems like Pekin's mostly sorted out. Well, that's good. Actually, turned down my mic a little bit. As well on my my mixer and in OBS, so should do. Alright, so right here, we're gonna be visiting a guy called Lurie. It's a little lurker right here. His nickname's Lurie, and we're gonna kill him. Can mess up your runs sometimes. Because you need 2 health to do the skip. Usually you're supposed to do this casually. You would make sure you have, you hit all the switches right there, but you can just go out of bounds with 2 health, damage boost, swim through the water, and you're good to go. And that's luckily what happened. Alright, so right here there's another out of bounds we're going to be using. And we're going to be using these 2 dudes right here. Watch out for this one. Alright, so you can go out of bounds. You can first of all you can land on him, and then you can go out of bounds using these 2. And then you can get a ledge grab right here and do one of those boosted thingies that I told you about earlier. If you do it right, you can land in a power cell that or rather in an area that you can collect the power cell in, that you aren't supposed to get here at all just yet. And then it's another boosted over here. And well, Death Orb brings us back to the slide. And we're kind of done here now, so gonna take the slide down because life's like a slide. I'm not sure if you know that meme. It's pretty old by now, but I think it's life's like a water slide or something. Although this isn't necessarily a water slide, it sure was a slide. Pretty good one too, I did enjoy it. Alright. You like the slide? Nice. Pretty happy about that. It's my favorite part of the run. Just get to chill for a bit. Enjoy the slide. You're right on the slide. Alright, what's pretty cool about this part, you can go out of bounds using these vents, and you're skipping another slide with this. Although I do like slides, this one you want to be skipping because it's slow, and you can do a little pause buffer at the end to get the power cell. And you pick it up, you load, because as you pick up power cells, the game saves for you. And yeah, we're done. Let's get out of here. All right, we out. Okay. Believe it or not, if I haven't messed up, which I haven't, let's just goal it by 0.5 seconds. So that's pretty good. Pretty happy I got that in the marathon. Yeah, I do know a death warp right there, or load warp actually. And we're now coming to the worst part of the game, at least IMO, just boggy swamp. In German, it's just called Sumpf. That's pretty good. My chat usually likes it when I play the game in German, because for this part, it just says Sumpf. It's pretty nice. All right, some little movement right there. Yep, that was a Glod. We got the Glod here. So you can use these eco pads if you have blue eco to, you know, get into new areas, like the one that I was just in. Has secret stuff hidden there, like the scout fly. Right here. In this area, there are, you know, all of these rocks. And, oops. If you hit them with red eco, no, that's not yellow eco. If you hit them with yellow eco, they blow up and they free a balloon that's attached to it, or freeing a couple of strings of a balloon that's attached to it. And we're going to be doing that a couple of times. I don't know exactly how many times, but we're going to be doing it a bunch. And at the end of the run, or not the run, at the end of this area, that's going to give us a power cell as well. For this part right there, you're actually supposed to kill... Alright, I'll be doing something here. Destroying these boxes, because I'm pretty low on orbs. Gotta make sure I have enough for the upcoming area. Or upcoming areas, rather. But yeah, a lot of places in this area particularly, we're just kind of skipping around. Because you can abuse the eco from... that you use getting into these little secret places to get out again. And I just did that. You're supposed to kill this rat nest type of thing with the yellow eco, but why even do that when you can just use the remaining blue eco from getting in and just get out? Grab the thingy. Bounce out. Grab the scout fly, my bad. I'm kind of bad with the vocabulary right now. So right here, same story. You're supposed to break this rock, but you can actually use a little spot at the side to get past it. Oh. Or rather, you can still make use of the rock or the eco pad that's underneath it by just, you know, placing yourself properly with a bit of blue eco. It's pretty nice, actually. Well, thanks for the luck, Rico. I appreciate it. Also, thank you for everyone who tuned in today to watch this run. I see a lot of familiar names from my stream. Thank you so much for being here. And if I'm not reading out all of your names, I'm sorry. You know. I mean, although I am streaming, this is not my stream, so... Gotta make sure everyone's happy. No one's being treated differently just because they're from my stream. But then again, appreciate it for being here. Also, good to hear that the peeking is fixed, because that's an issue that I had earlier. so we do a little save orb after we got the power cell, and we leave. So usually this is the first time you see Flood in the run. This little creature that's standing on this plateau. But we don't need this at all. We don't need it right now. We'll be abusing it later. And yes, I'm saying abusing. Animal abuse. It's gonna serve as well. Alright, just gotta make sure damage is fine here. So what's nice about yellow eco, it actually allows you to go higher a little bit. You can get some extra distance if you use it properly. Or not extra distance, but extra height. And especially in this spot, it's very useful. Since you have an extra attack, basically, that gives you height, which is the square button that I'm pressing right now. Oh, it is still peaking. Well, that kind of sucks. I need to find a way to fix it, but I heard it's a lot better already. Oh, but yeah, as mentioned earlier, just before, just yesterday, I switched over to new, I switched over to new hardware, basically. And my sound card doesn't work anymore, since the PCI slot isn't compatible with the ones that I got. So yeah, using the onboard audio, and it's causing a bit of trouble. Hope you don't mind. Okay. So more killing rats. More orbs that we need to pick up. I'm actually a bit short on orbs. I gotta make sure I have enough. Oops. Alright, so last power cell for this area. And we're done. Alright, so right here, there is a boss fight coming up. You see him up there in the top right. He's throwing boulders at the city. But we can actually skip this guy, because there's something called boulder skip. Gonna be doing that right here, hopefully. Oh, messed up, but it's not too bad. Alright. Just gonna try it again. Got him this time. Alright, so we can go up there without, you know, him being despawned and everything. And, alright, so here's a little something that gives you an idea of how lava tube skip would work. Kind of, not type of. I just stored the area, which is Mountain Pass, and we're going to be using checkpoints to get past the boss without fighting him. And we're also going to be using the so-called idle deload, which you can do by standing still for 30 seconds, which I'm about to do right here. And, oh yeah. So there are 3 ways to store certain areas. You can wait in an area, like I am doing right now, for 30 seconds, and then Jack will do an idle animation. You can die in an area, or you can watch a cutscene. And as you just saw, we watched a cutscene of Claw, you know, kind of breaking the entire thing. Or, you know, just going crazy. And if you do it properly, and pause buffer at like 28 seconds... the game like unloads the area that you are currently in and looks for the closest checkpoint in the area that you stored. And since since we were closer to the second checkpoint in the stored area than we were to the first one, this is how you do the so-called idle deload claw skip, the one that I just did. Some like to call it Boomer Claw Skip, because I actually am the one who found this. I got this by accident. I was in a call with Uiji, who is a Jack runner as well. And we're just hanging out, and when the idle deload was found, you know, everyone was just messing around with it, and I was one of them. So yeah, that happened. I got this by accident, and a runner named Yankee helped me replicate it because I had no idea how to get it again. So credit to him as well. But I was the one who found it initially by accident. There's also another skip for Claw. You can get a ledge grab on one of the stones while you fight him. That's actually a bit faster, since you don't have to like wait for 30 seconds, so it's saving you a lot of time. But it's, I don't know, if you can't do that one, this is the best way to actually do it. This skip is more consistent, I would like to claim. I can get this 99.9% of the time, so it's pretty free. Alright, but since Claw gives us a power cell, we have to find a, you know, a replacement for that. And what we can do here, later on, you're kind of supposed to go back into this area after you activated some switches in different areas. You can get a backtrack cell. I think Spider Cave are missing out on them too. Since they would be out of our way. So we're not gonna get them. They're not fast. Oh, it's Josh. Hey Josh. Hope I'm making you proud so far. This run isn't on the best pace. Oh, it's pretty okay. Alright, actually it's pretty decent, I just realized. What am I saying? Alright, so this is Spider Cave. Everyone hates this area from what I've been told. And I too am not a big fan of it, but not casually. Casually I actually think this is an alright area, but for the speedrun it's a real bish sometimes. Alright, so like I said earlier, we're going to be using the extra height that the eco is going to give us. Like that. You can do a high jump, shoot the eco, and then spin. Gives you, again, extra height. And allows us to go to the final cell of the robot. Usually takes quite some time to get up there if you do it casually, but this way it's only a couple of seconds. Alright, and this also allows us to go to this cell sort of backwards. And well, that's it. It's that part of the area. We're kind of going back already. We actually are going back. A lot of spiders spawning here, but we just want to grab the power cell, get the blue eco that was laying right next to us, and then we're gonna use the launch pad and dual death work. Just like that. Alrighty, so let's go back. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate. I wasn't hitting the uppercut properly, so I just like punched off of the thing, but it's not too bad. Happens. Just blame the controller for this one. No, I'm kidding. That was my fault, actually. Alright, so again, we're gonna be making use of this extra height that the yellow eco gives us. And with that, we just skipped a lot of, you know, just platforming, basically. What's actually nice about this area, too, is there's a hidden cell at the very end, which I'm gonna free right now. I hope I did. Yeah, there it is. Time save for next run. Well, it's up to the Degen Dash people if they can let me run again. Alright, so coming up right here is another cutscene, but with the pause buffer, we can actually skip it if I get it done, obviously. You can pause buffer, hit the switch, and as the cutscene starts, you die. And that activates the cutscene, but you don't have to watch it since you just died. And it will just mark the cutscene as watched, basically.
Seek the pure light, for within its flame, the answers reside.
It's okay. We want you to be as slow as possible. Alright, cool.
Bringing 120 precursor orbs for each.
Slowpoke.
You have obtained another.
Alright, what's funny about this part is you can't enter the next area just yet until you collected 2 more power cells. And it just so happens that 2 of them are down here in this oracle, so we're gonna get them. They're actually very conveniently placed. So yeah, let's go. Let's get those. Get the scout fly that's on the side. And since I'm so low on orbs, I'll be grabbing those as well. Alright, and now this is the gondola we're gonna be using to go into the next area, which is called Snowy Mountain. And this one, I feel like I'm gonna mess up. I know you shouldn't say stuff like that, but this is probably one of the worst areas in the game, next to Boggy. And yeah, well, hope everything's gonna go alright. But as you see, it's a snowy looking area. And one way to get cells in this area is to deactivate these things. These right here. These are called blockers. If you jump on them, you activate a switch and... well, you're deactivating it. So we're gonna be doing that a couple of times. So right here, we're gonna be using red eco. And the red eco is gonna be used to kill this guy that's sitting on this ram right there. And you can't kill him with... when he has a shield. So what you need to do is you need to kill the shield first, and you do that by using the red eco. Alright, so all these guys. Your Jack die a couple of times, but that's cool. That's alright. Should work in just a second. Alright, so gonna be hearing him scream a lot now. Hope you don't mind. Alright, I'm kind of thinking about going back to this later. Nope. Alright, that's kind of weird. I'm not getting that right now. Alright, this is kind of a shame, because I just earlier, like, I actually practiced this part and I'm not being able to replicate it. Oh well. Alright, I'm gonna be trying something different. Nope, that didn't work either. It's like the left side. Alright, I'll try the left side a bit more. Oh, okay. I feel like I think I know what the problem is. Jump into the wall. Alright. Probably got jump a bit, spin a bit later. Oh, right, there you go. That took its time. Thanks for the help. And sorry about that. RIP headphone users. Probably gonna have nightmares of Jack screaming now. There's also a very nice Twitter account that continuously just types "ah." Should go follow that. So, shout out to that account. Would be pretty fitting right now. You're probably gonna hear him scream a bit more right here. There's another, exactly, there's another spot you can die in pretty easily. Alright, we good though. Second try, it's not too bad. I actually had a tweet earlier on that. Like, I had a tweet from that on my feed. I was like, what is this? And it's just an account tweeting out ahs, like ah. Just like Jack falling down, basically. Alright, this can happen though. A lot of death sounds. Again, we like to kill Jack in this run. Or at least I do. Alright, so we're not gonna we're not gonna make use of the eco right now. Because we're gonna be using Flood. And Flood is this little creature here that we saw in Boggy already. But this time we're actually gonna pick it up and we're gonna abuse the shit out of it. Because you can actually take it out of the area that you're supposed to go into. And remember the thing that I just died to so many times? That's actually the cell that I just skipped with it. Or by dying, that's the cell I skipped, basically. Or rather, the cell I was supposed to get with Flood, I skipped by getting the thing where I died so many times. Alright, so gotta hit a couple of these blockers. There's still some of them left. Gonna be hitting the eco here because we will need that for this guy. If you jump on his ram, you kill him like that, you don't even need to kill all the other lurkers that are around. It's pretty nice. Alright, just gotta make sure we're not taking too much damage here, because you don't want to take damage. You want to be full on health with Flood. Alright, the last blocker. Not the last, there are a couple more, but one of the last ones. We want to get Flood out, by the way, because it is actually pretty fast to take him out. Out of the area that he's supposed to be in. If you do it properly, alright, mess it up a little bit. You can skip that cutscene right there, the one that we just watched with the cell grab animation. You can skip that. But I didn't turn my camera properly all the way. So rip that. Can't show it off. Alright, so I'm pretty low on orbs, but I said that earlier. Missed a couple of boxes that contain them, so we gotta make up for them somehow now. So I'll be detouring a little bit and getting some extra orbs. Alright, so those nice strats for this. Alright, that was actually pretty stupid, because we now can't do another skip that I wanted to do. That's kind of sad. Alright, Alright, I guess that happens. So I just killed the... I just killed Flood, and it would actually be really slow to get him again, because we don't need him for too much longer. So what I'll be doing here is, I'll be getting this cell on foot. And I'll die here. That will bring me back. I'm gonna take a different route. There's a little section that you're supposed to do, but you can go to the end of that as well. You can do a ground pound onto that pole, or use the backlash of the pole, sort of, and go up to this cell. It's pretty neat. Alright. Should be somewhat okay on orbs. We need 270 at the end of this. Just for safety, I'll be getting these right here, and then we should be fine. Alright, that's cool. So last Scoutfly right here. Gets us the last cell. Rip world record, yeah, that's past due already. Josh, who's, by the way, Josh, who's the world record holder for this category, he just got the record recently, and he would have been done like 2 minutes ago. Alright, again, we need 270 right here. And let's talk to those two, to the miners.
I think we got visitors. You think, Willard? Howdy, strangers. Passing through? Us too. Well, we gotta be moving on. Nothing to see here. I thought you said this was a priceless gem worth... Willard!
Actually, we want power cells, not gems.
We got 4 of them. You want them? What Birdbrain here is trying to say is, we may have
The miners, yeah. The miners are,
already. Here's a power cell for those orbs of yours.
you guys are getting owned? Oh no, what's happening?
Oh, all right already. Here's a power cell for those orbs of yours.
Wait, what happened? Did I just peek? Oh, hold on, Josh. I forgot your advice to load out of this area instead of walking out. Rip. Could have made use of it for once. Alright. Only one Scoutfly left to get, which is the one right here. Alright, so here's Lava Tube. In this area, you could skip right away. Or you could skip through this area with the Lava Tube skip.
Alright, with these additional power cells,
You would need 72, which is exactly what we got.
stand up to this lava. But the shield still has a limit. It will now withstand temperatures up to 800 degrees, but no more. So keep an eye on your gauge. I don't want to think about what those temperatures would do to your zoomer if the shield gives out.
What are the miners, please? There are two dudes who just dug out a big diamond, I guess. And, oh well.
Look, I've released more cooling balloons into the
We stole some energy cells from him. Rather, we traded them in. We traded those orbs in for some power cells. I keep saying energy cells, I'm so sorry. Everyone who runs this game is just gonna laugh at me. It's like, oh my god, Boomer, please. I don't know. Energy, power, it's all the same. Alright, so this area right here, we can skip through. And you do some pretty weird stuff. You make use of the idle deload. And you walk through a half-loaded version of Lava Tube, and then you do the idle. You wait for the idle animation, and you pause buffer, and well, boom. You land on this checkpoint right here. There's a checkpoint. If I were to die right now, I would be landing on a little pult, and it would give me a zoomer. Although I only have 24 cells at that point. And that's what would happen right here. But since I didn't die, and I wanted to keep my blue eco, again, you can still hold down X on these zoomers as well, as soon as you get blue eco, and that will make you go through lava tube just a bit faster. Oh my god, I would appreciate if there aren't any Owen Wilson jokes. Thank you so much. And no car keys either, thank you. The Jack community appreciates you a lot if you don't make those jokes in those streams. Alright, so we got through lava tube pretty nice. Might possibly gold. Or maybe not, I don't know. We'll see. That's pretty nice though. Nope, it ain't. Alright, so right here, Kira is waiting for us. She wants to talk to us, but we don't. So we die, we kill ourselves. Skip the cutscene with that. Like, maybe you saw, we died, and as we died, the cutscene started. But the death overrode us watching the cutscene. So we don't need to do it. And we can do the same thing right here, which is pretty neat. Because the version I'm playing on, which is the so-called Black Label PS2 version, allows me to do something called Citadel Skip. And Citadel Skip, they messed up the checkpoint system in Citadel on one of the early versions of the game. And what I just did right there is abuse that exactly. So you can do a pause buffer, die, and as you are dying right there, you skip the cutscene, and for some reason it spawns you on top. It spawns you on top of the Citadel, which is really nice. And this is the final boss already. Pretty cool. So here he goes. Yeah, my mic is peaking a lot apparently. I just messed around with my settings earlier. I can turn down the mic a little bit. I hope it's not going to peak too much, but I don't know how loud I'm going to be compared to the game now. And I'm very sorry about that. Again, I have a new computer now, or new parts for my PC, and unfortunately they aren't compatible with the sound card that I used to own, or that I own. So I have to use a different audio adapter, and that's kind of messing up my entire setup. She just got beamed. Oh no. You just got beamed on. Just got beam-boozled. You just got beam-boozled. Yeah, RIP PB. PB is long dead, but it's on a pretty okay pace. It's on 108 pace. Pretty happy about the run, especially considering all these deaths. Tell your friends, tag your friends and tell them they just got freaking beamed. Yeah, just blame Europe. European servers burning right now.
Or it might stop that robot.
You just got freaking beamed.
Stay fun.
I like that. Nice meme.
Choices. Okay, fine. We'll save
I
the
blame the
world,
bad
but
sound
do it
card.
quickly before I change my mind.
It's just the microphone that's peaking and stuff. It's just peaking for that. The rest is all beam.
Was I supposed to hit the time thing?
Yeah, are you here?
Yeah,
Alright, let's go. Time.
I already hit it.
What?
I think. No. Oh, dude, somebody in the chat said I was. Okay.
No. Alright, so
I'm off
Alright.
by like 20 seconds.
No, you're off by 7 seconds. I happen to get a 108.06. Just unpause the timer and let it, you know, jump to 108.06.
I did, I think.
Alright.
I think we're okay.
Yeah, we're good. Don't worry. It was a 106. No, 108.06. My bad.
Proud of you.
All right. Underestimate. Well, obviously.
Yeah, you're a god.
Yeah. Although I'm not headstrong, this is pretty good. Mike is peeking. My God!
But Daxter, I can't change you back.
Don't worry
This guy's
about
getting
me,
owned.
baby.
All right.
You know what they
I'll do
say.
something memey here. Hold on a second.
Come in
Oh,
small
no.
packages.